Close your eyes for a moment and imagine. Some diseases have haunted humanity like ghosts, leaving scars that last for generations. They don't just take millions of lives, they sow fear, stigma, and despair. And among them, one of the darkest names of all is HIV/AIDS. First discovered in the early 1980s, HIV spread across the globe in just a few short years. People began calling it the disease of the century. Why? Because no virus before had been so mysterious, so deadly, and so impossible to defeat. HIV destroys the immune system, stripping away the body's natural defenses, leaving even the smallest infection or fever as a potential death sentence. Over the past 40 years, tens of millions have died. Behind those numbers are shattered families, children who grew up without parents, communities torn apart by fear and stigma. HIV is not just a virus, it is a social wound. And so humanity has asked, again and again, could there ever be a vaccine strong enough to stop it? Hope has flickered many times, only to fade. HIV is clever, constantly mutating, constantly reshaping its genetic code, slipping past our defenses like a shadow. Antiviral drugs were developed, yes. They've given patients longer, healthier lives. But still, no one has discovered the shield that could protect humanity once and for all. Until now. On September 23rd, American scientists announced something historic. They had successfully completed clinical trials of a vaccine called mRNA-AD5, and the results went far beyond anyone's expectations. Listen carefully to this number. In volunteers who received the vaccine, the number of white blood cells, those silent warriors of the immune system, rose 50 to 100 times higher than normal in their fight against HIV. That level of immune response is astonishing. In fact, it is on par with the legendary vaccines of history, smallpox and measles, vaccines that saved hundreds of millions of lives and changed the course of humanity forever. Think of it this way. For decades, HIV has been like a criminal hidden in the shadows, striking unseen while the body remained blind to its presence. But now, with mRNA-AD5, the veil has been torn away. The immune system can finally see its enemy and launch a powerful counterattack. For the first time in over 40 years, humanity feels something new. We might actually win. The news was so unexpected, so promising, that researchers immediately doubled the number of trial participants, from around 1,500 to 3,000 volunteers. A larger battlefield, a tougher test, a chance to see if mRNA-AD5 can truly defend people of different nations, different races, and different environments around the world. At this stage, the vaccine has only been designed using genetic material from HIV strains found in North and South America. But soon, the research will expand to cover all global strains of HIV, from Africa to Asia to Europe. And this monumental project is being carried out at the Vaccine Research Center of the U.S. National Institutes of Health, one of the most advanced institutions of medical science on Earth. If mRNA-AD5 succeeds, imagine what the world would look like. No more stigma hanging over people with HIV. No more children born with a death sentence in their blood. No more farewells whispered too soon. HIV would finally be nothing more than a chapter in our history books, just like smallpox. This is more than a story of medicine. It is a story of faith and perseverance. For decades, scientists failed again and again, but they never stopped. They believed, truly believed, that one day humanity would defeat HIV. And today, that belief shines brighter than ever. Of course, the road ahead is still long. mRNA-AD5 will need years of further research, more trials, more testing. But make no mistake, for the first time, we have a clear reason to hope, a concrete step forward, a proof that humanity is closer than ever to conquering the disease of the century. So the question is this: will mRNA-AD5 become the historic shield that finally ends HIV/AIDS? We don't yet know. But one thing is certain. Just as humanity has triumphed over deadly plagues in the past, the day we end HIV/AIDS may be closer than we ever imagined.